it's Anthonisha, and thank you for clicking on my video. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. So in today's video, I will be doing a polygel nail set. I'll be using the color white. I'm grabbing the slip solution. I'm going to grab the foundation or base. I know some people like to call it base. And I'll also be grabbing the top coat. And I got this from Amazon, and I'll link it in the description box below. That's the top coat. And then I'm also going to grab the brush and the scraper as well. I will be prepping my nails. So I'm just gonna go in with the filer and I will prep all of my nails. I'm not a professional. This is just what works for me, and this is just how I do it. So you'll see that in the video. Really quick, everything else you see here, the nail clips and also the UV light, can be found at Amazon as well. So I'll link that in the description as well. So once we're done with that, I'm going to go in with the foundation and I'm going to apply that to all of my nails. And then after that, I will cure that in the UV LED light, whatever you want to call it. I'll cure that for 60 seconds 2 times, and you'll see that here as well. When you're done, they should look like this. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to take the slip solution and I'm just going to add it to this little cup I got here. And then I'll set that to the side because I'll use that in a little bit here. Just getting everything ready so I can start. I'll grab a paper towel and then my materials here. Alright, so I did clean off the brush a little bit because like I said, I previously used it before. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking my dual nail tips and then I'm going to fit them to my nail. So however you want them to fit, do that. You'll see me, trying different nails because I'm unsure of how I want them to fit. But whatever works for you, do that. So you'll see me fitting those here. Now that I'm pretty much done fitting all my nail tips, I have all 5 here, and you can use them on both hands. So I just picked out 5, not 10. So 5 dual form nails, and then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to apply some of the polygel onto my actual nail, and I'll use the slip solution to smooth that down and just mold my regular nail. This helps as a base. Once you do put the dual tips on, it helps it hold the actual nail in place. This white is a little bit more trickier than when I did the dark pink, I will say that. So just take your time to form this here. It doesn't have to be perfect because like I said, the nail will go over this. This is just a base, but you still want it to be somewhat you don't want it to be, sticking all out on the sides of your nail. That's why you'll use a scraper and you'll smooth that out there. That you'll cure that for 60 seconds 2 times, and then what I'm gonna go in and do now, like I said, it was being tricky with me, so what I just decided to do is go ahead and add the polygel to all of the dual forms, and I'll smooth them out in a little bit. Going back in with that slip solution, and what I'm gonna do is smooth out the polygel to the dual form and just make it easier to place on the nail, because I noticed once I did my first set, if you put too much polygel, it'll start oozing out the bottom and the sides of your nail, and it just makes for less mess. And you'll see once I put them on. So I did learn that, but overall this was a little tricky using the white, so you'll see. Here kind of start going to form the actual shape of the nail, and I like to do that as I do this because it helps for less filing at the end, because I do not have a drill, so you'll see me using a regular filer, which will be my downfall in this video, but still you'll want to do this so it can save you more time in the end. It should look something like this. So my video died, so you didn't see me get to try on the pinky nail, but it did come out okay. So what I went ahead and did was just apply the polygel to the rest of the nails, and then you're gonna see me cure that here for 60 seconds 2 times. And then we'll add the rest of the nails on, and you'll see me do that process. Done using the LV light, and so I'm going to add the dual form to my thumb, and I'm going to press that down, clean up any excess that's at the bottom of the nail, maybe a little too much of the polygel. You'll use that with your brush and the slip solution, and also add your nail clip to the nail, just to secure it so that it doesn't move. Because what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to flip your hand around, and you're gonna want to smooth out the polygel that's in the back of the nail, just so once you do cure it, that the polygel doesn't stick to your skin, and it'll make it uncomfortable, and it also will make the nail super thick. And like I said, you don't want that once it's at the end and you have to file. If you don't have a drill, then it'll be a little bit harder. That this nail was a little thin and also not as long as I would have had liked it. So what I did was just add a little bit of polygel at the back of the nail to extend the nail and make it a little thicker, and also clean up the shape of the nail as well. It should look a little something like this, and you'll just cure that in the UV light for, you guessed it, 60 seconds 2 times. But you'll see me try to do 2 at a time here, so I'm gonna do 2 here, and then I'll turn around and do the other 2 in a second. after that is done curing, you didn't get to see me take the dual forms off, but you'll see it done here. So I am going to, again, add that dual form to the nail, clean up any excess with the slip solution, and then add the nail tips to secure it. Take the slip solution and just smooth out the back so it's not on your skin, and it also doesn't make for like a real thick clunky nail. Again, we're going to cure that for 60 seconds 2 times, and then I'm going to take them off and then take the clips off, and then you'll see me remove the dual form. Should come off as easy as that. That's how you'll know you let it sit for enough time. So here is where we start the filing process. Without a drill, I will definitely say that it's going to be completely harder, but it's not impossible. Oh yeah, I forgot. So before that, I did go in with some more polygel because I did notice that the nail was a little thin on a few sides of the nail. So you'll see me taking the polygel and just adding more, smoothing it out, and then I'll cure it again for 60 seconds 2 times. Me go ahead and curing the nails for 60 seconds 2 times, and then it should look something like this once it's done. A lot better than what it did before, and I'm speaking on the little lighter spots. So what I'm going to do now is try to go in and file the nail as best as possible without a drill and everything. So you'll see me doing that here. I'll just let the video play. best to get it as straight as possible. That was actually my favorite nail. But yeah, so I'm still just filing away. Do it until you like it. I know it's hard. So after everything is filed and I buff the nails, I'm going to go in with the top coat, and I'll just add that to the nails, and then you guessed it, I'll cure for 60 seconds 2 times. And then that's really it. That's all you'll have to do after the top coat, because it is gel, so it does dry. Well, yeah, it dries pretty fast, so. That is it. Overall, this was not my best set. I will say I'll give this like a 6 out of 10. The first polygel set I did was very, very cute. I just didn't get to film that. But what I decided to do was buy actual nail tips instead of just doing the dual form, and seeing if that will be better, and I'll record that. So that'll be a part 2 to this one, because I didn't like how this turned out. So just let me know what you think in the comments. Rate this 1 to 10. Let me know. This is my second time, so be nice considering that. But like I said, my first set was better, so I know I can do better. But I rate this a 6 out of 10, a very low 6 out of 10, but it's not a mess. But if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.